everybody, Darkside Phil here, and happy Halloween 2015. I am really excited. Let me tell you guys something. First of all, to be here live on stream, and also obviously making this an on-demand video for YouTube, to be in full costume. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a Ghostbuster this year, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to want to check out my Instagram, where you'll see me in full pictures in costume. I'm going to go to that in a second, so don't worry. I'm going to show you those pictures anyway if you don't have Instagram or you don't use Instagram. But I'm very excited because for the first time in 3 years, I'm able to do a Halloween special. You know, it's been a little rough the past few years because I get so inundated with new games around the hardcore gaming season. This very busy third to fourth quarter, right, of the year. There's so many releases, it's hard for me to take time out to do anything that I want to do, like a special or whatever. Usually I'm so busy playing the new games, I don't have time to even take a day out to do it. And the past 3 years, I've really been disappointed. I mean, one year, Leanna visited me, and we did, like, for an hour, we played an older Fatal Frame game. And then last year, I did, like, a mini hour-and-a-half, not even session of Tomodachi Life. I just haven't had an opportunity to do it. But this year, because of Patreon, because I adopted Patreon, and the patrons pledged last month, we were able to fund me taking an entire day away from all these new releases I've been playing to do a Halloween marathon. And so this is going to be a 7-hour marathon stream of me playing Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. Okay, that's the game that won the polling. It was a very close run between that and Saw 2, but Fatal Frame won the polling, so we're going to be doing that all day. And it was funny because when I actually saw the games that were in the running, I thought, gee, what kind of a costume could I wear that would maybe be pertinent to one of the games? And I said, well, Fatal Frame Ghosts, Ghostbusters, makes sense, right? So it's kind of funny because I'm sitting here in this outfit, and it's actually good from here down. It's perfect. Like, the top half is perfect. The crotch is tight as hell. Like, my balls and my dick are constricted, and it makes me look like I have a giant penis when I really don't. It's just ridiculously, like, I have a giant fucking bulge on my balls and dick. And it's like, what the hell kind of a suit is this? It's funny because when I went to look for Halloween costumes, they had this, but they only had one. I was like, why do they only have one size? Because it's one size fits all. Yeah, fucking right. It's like, yeah, one size fits all if you got a tiny dick maybe or something. I don't know, but it's really tight, so I got to be careful how I move. Even the arms, if I raise my hands, it's tight under the armpit. So I might just go, if I have a jump scare today, I'm playing and I get scared, like, oh shit! I rip the fucking arm right off my outfit. It's pretty funny. But anyway, yes, I'm here in full garb, and I'll show you this because it's already deflated. This is the... It already came apart. It was supposed to be the Proton Pack from Ghostbusters, and it actually looked really good when it was inflated, but the thing deflated on me. I blew it up last night, and then this morning I posed with it, and after I posed with it, it deflated, so I think it has a leak. So it's 5 seconds of fame when it actually was used in the pictures for Instagram. And here's actually supposed to be like the, the proton gun of the outfit. This would be pretty cool if you're going to wear it to a party and wear it around all the time, but it's impossible to sit down with, which is why I'm not wearing it right now. You can't sit with it. It's too big. It's like a big giant ass pillow on your ass, so there you go. People want me to show my dick. No, I'm not showing you my dick. Alright, so now what we'll do, let's jump over to Instagram. Hold on, I'll show you the pictures. So here we go. This is me on Instagram. It's a collage. This is supposed to be me arriving at a house after getting a very fevered call for help from a local resident. So I come into the house and I immediately show off my weaponry and do a nice little Ghostbusters pose there. Then immediately I heard something to my right, and I turned to the right in a fervid reaction and shot immediately and burned a giant hole in the fucking wall with my Proton Pack, which of course is just an unlicensed nuclear accelerator. And here's one final picture. I forgot to put that one into the collage of me after finding out that there was no ghost. It was just a rat in the wall, and I accidentally killed it with my accidental pot shot. I posed nicely. I banged the MILF that lived in the house, and then I went home and came back to do the Halloween special. So there you go. That's Instagram / they call me DSP. If you want to check out all my stuff on Instagram, I've got over 1,500 followers already, and I've only started using that earlier this year, so jump on. I do pictures, every once in a while, and, it's pretty fun. It's not something that I spam all the time, but when I go out and I find funny stuff, I post up pictures, and every once a week, I do something like the horrible superhero of the week and stuff like that. So check out my Instagram. Social media, it's all the rage. You should do it. All the kiddies are doing it, so you should do it too. Of course. Remember, if all the kids jumped off a bridge, you gotta follow in suit, because that's what's all the rage these days. Alright. So, of course, in true Ghostbusters fashion, I'm chugging Ecto Cooler. No, it's not. It's just a seltzer water. But it would be awesome if I found Ecto Cooler from, like, the 1980s. It's a flavor of High C they used to have that kids loved it. Oh, my God. When the Ghostbusters were big, I loved that shit. It's like an orange mixed with other flavors. I think now they call it, it's like Orange Lava Burst. It's actually the same flavor as Ecto Cooler used to be. Alright, so, cheers, everyone. So, this is funny, because last night, on Twitter, I put up a poll. If you don't realize it, you can actually put polls on Twitter now. This is a new thing. They just updated Twitter, and you can do this. And I said, how many people actually celebrate Halloween in some capacity? And I think it was something like 75 to 80% of people who responded, out of, like, I think it was over 300 people who responded, said that they do actually celebrate Halloween in some capacity. And it's funny because I know in some countries, Halloween is not a big deal at all. Outside of the United States, there's some countries where they don't really celebrate Halloween whatsoever. They don't think it's a big deal. In the United States, when I was a kid, Halloween was mostly just for kids. It was kids would dress up, go trick-or-treat, right, and get candy, and that was it. Then all of a sudden, I say around the 90s, at least in the United States, all of a sudden, it was like a bigger thing where adults would start to dress up and have their own parties, and I saw decorations. You would see decorations and stuff, and it wasn't huge, but it was kind of like becoming more popular. Then I remember in the 2000s, like everyone I knew went to Halloween parties, and I was like, I didn't even know that like adults went to Halloween parties. And I actually threw a Halloween party of my own when I had this apartment when I shared with 2 other people back in Connecticut. And it was funny. We actually did beer pong, and we had all kinds of stuff going on at this Halloween party. And I love Halloween. Personally, I love Halloween for a few reasons. Number one, because everyone gets kind of festive, everyone gets dressed up, and even though it's kind of a happy holiday, at the same time it's kind of more macabre because obviously there's ghouls and ghosts and murder and all kinds of taboo things that end up being, pushed to the forefront. And I really like that it's kind of a mix of happiness, but it's kind of in good spirits, kind of horror kind of deal. Number two, I love movies, and I love horror movies. And in particular, this month, Leanna and I watched a bunch of horror movies. Last year, when we celebrated Halloween, we watched more classic stuff like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. This year, we said we're going to veer from that. Let's watch cult classics, like we watched The Rocky Horror Picture Show, and we watched The Shining. And then we said, well, let's watch some newer horror movies. So we watched The ABCs of Death and See No Evil 1 and 2. And, oh man, there was a movie that we just watched recently that was about these people in an underground bunker. And The Hidden. It's called The Hidden. I'm not going to spoil anything about this movie, The Hidden, but if you like horror movies, this is a good one from recent times that has a huge twist in the middle that I was not expecting, and I loved it. So check out this movie, The Hidden. You'll probably like it. I liked it a lot. So it was a cool month because we watched kind of a combination of new and old, and American Horror Story Season 4 came out for free on demand if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, which we are. So we've been watching American Horror Story, Freak Show all month. So it's cool. We get into the spirit of Halloween, and it's kind of culminating in this fun Halloween event. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I love Halloween. I think today's going to be a blast. I really do. Like, I think we're all going to have a lot of fun today, and I hope that I could do this every year moving forward. I really do. Because I love Halloween. I loved doing those Halloween specials back when it didn't matter what I played, right? No matter what I played back in the years from like 2008 to 2011, even late 2012, people came out and watched in droves, and it was awesome. Now it's kind of like things have changed. Now I have to kind of veer with the more mainstream. Like I said, to take time away from the big AAA releases right now is kind of bad for the business, but I'm glad because of Patreon we were able to do this marathon, all right? So thank you to those of you who contributed, who made this possible. We're going to be doing this Fatal Frame 5 gameplay today with webcam. By the way, my face will be on cam the whole time, just like horror games. People love to see me do webcam, stuff, face cam. We're going to do that today. I don't know if I'm going to leave these sunglasses on all day just because they do tint things in the games. I'm sure it's probably already dark. So maybe I'll leave it on initially, but then maybe I'll put them like in my pocket here. Right here I have a pocket built into the suit. So maybe I'll have them there and I'll put them on and off or whatever. Different stuff there. That's really about it. I don't have much else to talk about. All I'll say is if you are celebrating Halloween, first of all, happy Halloween. Be safe, okay? Don't do anything stupid. I know a lot of kids, it's Halloween, but we're too old for candies. Let's go egg someone's house. Don't do that stupid shit, all right? So, it's funny because there's a time in your life when you want to cause mischief, and then as soon as you become an adult, And you're, oh, now I have a car and I have a house. Oh, kids are egging my fucking house. You're like, that shit's not funny, man. You know, you realize as you get older how stupid the shit that you did in your youth was. I'll be honest, I was one of the assholes who would do stupid shit like that. Don't, you know, just don't do this stupid shit. Be nice, have fun safely, and don't cause trouble. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. All right, without further ado, I think it is time, ladies and gents. It is time to play Fatal Frame, Maiden of the Blackwater. Now, one thing before we get started, my gamepad's actually over here, and from what I'm to understand, I could be wrong, but from what I'm to understand, I guess the Wii U gamepad is supposed to be used almost like a camera, where I guess what you're supposed to do, I think there's a camera somewhere in this fucking thing on the back. I don't know. I'm looking at it now, and I don't really see a camera anywhere. But you're supposed to, like, hold it up to the screen like this, I guess, and see ghosts and take pictures of ghosts with the Wii U gamepad. And I don't know how it's going to work. There are two reasons. Number one, yeah, ecto cooler, excuse me. Number one, my setup here, as you know, I got lights over here. I've got this microphone in front of me over here. I got the webcam here. The Wii U sensor bars over here in front of my TV, but it's an angle to my little love seat here. It's not really straight on, so I don't know how well this is going to work. And number two, this thing, this stupid Wii U gamepad only lasts for about 2.5 hours, and then the battery dies, all right? So I have it plugged in now, but the cord, the power's behind me. You can see it goes over my shoulder here behind my love seat, so it's tugging at me. Just to do this, it's tugging at me. So I might have to unplug it to play, but if it starts to die, then I gotta plug it in. Is it gonna hinder my gameplay? I don't know. This thing was one of the dumbest fucking things Nintendo ever designed. They had no kind of fucking brain power. They just wanted to have a stupid gimmick for this system. It's so dumb, and I seriously really hope that it doesn't implement... Look, I can't even get this to come over the couch. Look, it fights me. I hope it doesn't use this too much. I hope that it's more like I can play it like a normal game, but I might have to, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens, okay? It's really annoying because this fucking stupid power cable is jabbing me, and I don't want to have it like this, but this thing dies after 2 hours, and we're doing 7 hours, so it's gonna die, you know? Stupid. Alright, but anyway, I digress. Let's get started. Fatal Frame, Maiden of the Blackwater. Thank you again to the September patrons who made this possible. Thank you to those of you who are watching live on stream. Thank you to those of you who are watching on YouTube. Alright, I appreciate it. I hope I could do this every year, you know, through support through Patreon and make stuff like this, special events like this possible. So check it out, patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Alright, that's it, everyone. Let's end this pre-stream, or not pre-stream, but this special intro video, and let's get started with Fatal Frame.